T minus 60 seconds. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 5 Foot Viking, where we get to drink a beer and learn something new. My name is Whit, and today I am joined by one of my really good friends, Mr. Mike Davis. Mike Davis, thank you so much for literally leaving work and coming straight to my house right now to hang out with me. I appreciate you.
My pleasure, my friend. It's always a pleasure just to hang out with you, bass brother.
Yes, having another bass player right here. We can talk the low end today.
Absolutely.
So, really
thank you.
Oh, brother,
I love what you do, bro. You're slamming it.
Thank you, man. I'm excited to have you here, really, because I feel like this is going to be one of the podcasts where I really get to learn a lot. We go back.
Be careful what you wish for.
Well, we go way back. Go way back. And I think I want to say the first time that we met was, at Havana House in Uptown Whittier. But I think I don't know if that's the first one or if we met when you were cooking at Santa Anita Racetrack. It was one of those. It was a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure it was in Whittier. I think it was Whittier. Yeah. Because I think I snuck in on you because Marlene told me, hey, man, you got to see Steel Rod. You got to see Steel Rod. You got to see Steel Rod. So finally I went to go see Steel Rod.
Yeah. You're like, who is the Steel Rod we talking about?
I said, wow, these guys are pretty good.
Well, dude, I mean, nevertheless, I really appreciate your time. I know it was a long drive and
my pleasure. Again, it's just good to be seen.
Awesome. Well, so before we jump into tonight, real quick, I wanted to let everybody know, as usual at the beginning of the podcast, that you guys can go to the 5footviking.com and you can check out, it's like a landing page where you can check out the YouTube and the Facebook and the Instagram and the Twitter and the, all the good stuff. And just to let you guys know, I'm still working on the merchandise, which is like the t-shirts. Here's a picture of the t-shirt. Here's a picture of the sweatshirts, which I am rocking today. I'm rocking the sweatshirt today. That's
very cool.
I like it, man. It feels great.
I really do like
perfect.
it. Perfect. You got to let me know when those come up because I got to get one.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I feel like a superhero, man. It's really good. And then we have the fridge magnet bottle openers, and I do have some more stuff in the pipeline that's coming. Just to let you guys know about all that. Also, in the description above and below, there are links to all the gear. As it happens every single week, people ask me, they're like, "What camera are you using? What microphones are you using? What it is?" So there are links in all of the videos to all the merchandise will be coming soon, but all of the gear that I'm using, the links are there. And let's go back up to here. We have a couple people jumping on already. I love it. This is great. We got my dad, Mr. Bruce Petrell. Welcome, Mike.
Hi, Bruce.
Dad's up in Utah. Dad, you got to let me know what you're drinking because he's always drinking vitamin water. Some type of, we drink beer here, but he's always drinking some type of vitamin water. My good friend, Alberto, bunch of jerks. I love the shirt. We were literally just talking right before we went live, and he's like, "I'm so glad I wore this shirt."
Yeah, it means so much to me in so many ways.
That's great. Good friends, Mr. Brad Mercer. Brad Mercer, good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, very good looking shirt, absolutely. And my good friend Alberto saying he needs one of the hoodies. Yeah, I'm getting to that point. It's gonna happen. I'll tell you what, guys. I got a like a shipment of just like some shirts and some hoodies and just some. They're all tests. Right. I'm testing out the product to see what I like and what it and I'm feeling this.
Yeah,
this
I love it, dude. The logo is fantastic.
Thank you, man.
It's great. I can see it on a kick drum even.
Ooh,
don't tell Johnny that.
Oh no, that would be interesting. The 5-foot Viking band.
No,
I'm telling you, man. When I make it big, I'm gonna have a house band.
Yep. No, absolutely.
That's gonna be awesome.
If I could wear like some freaking horns and some fur and shit, count me in.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I've got so many great and crazy ideas for for videos to make where I can literally, I just want to go out and buy Viking stuff and like video, like I'm telling you, man, I'm going to do this up. It's going to get crazy. Everybody's going to be tripping.
Well, so again, man, congrats. It's awesome.
We got Mark Leverton. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you on here. Stephanie, always a pleasure having you on here. And Jerry, rock on, brother. Rock on. Well, so Mike Davis, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who he is, he's an amazing musician. He's an amazing chef, and he's an even better human being. He's one of those dudes that you want to surround yourself with. He's just so much fun to be around. And I'm very fortunate to have you on the show today because I want to learn about, you have had such an interesting life. And
it's been crazy. It's been kind of weird.
Some of the stories that I've heard, and I've only heard like half stories. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen at home, there are, we're going to get into some of the music because Mike Davis is a rock star. He plays bass in a band called Dramarama. Also played in a band Lizzie Borden back in the 80s and early 90s, or
pretty much most of the 80s.
Yeah,
it was my first. I was a greenhorn.
Yeah,
and I got a taste of it then.
And on top of that, he's a renowned chef, and he's been cooking up a storm his whole life. Different venues, different restaurants, and I've had his food. I love it. It's a
hitter.
Did we lose everything? That was random. We just lost everything.
Those aliens follow me everywhere. I'm telling you, they follow me.
We lost. That was. I thought we had a power outage.
Only to me, bro. That's the way it goes. That's why I got weird stories.
So, okay. In order to get through this, we have to go into my favorite section, which is the beer section. I want some beer. I think I'll have some beer. I fucking love this beer. I'm gonna drink this beer, bitches. I'm telling you, I love that shit.
It only is getting better.
All right. So
what we got with
today's beer of the week, we are drinking Stone Vengeful Spirit IPA 7.3%. And here is a look. If you can see it. I know I've drank a lot of Stone beer in the past few weeks, but I'm not getting paid from them just yet. But I say just yet. But I love their beer. So this is the first taste right here. We poured it already. Cheers. Skål.
Skål. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's definitely an IPA.
Yeah.
All right.
While we're drinking beer, though, I'm sorry, but I must rudely interrupt that. One of my new passions in culinary is a microbrewery called Hop Secret in Monrovia, California.
Hop Secret,
like hop pop.
Okay, in Monrovia, California.
And Chris and Kai, the owners, they take so much pride in their beer. And now I'm starting to work with them, developing menus and menu ideas, and infusing the beer in the food, and it's a lot of fun.
Really?
And yeah, and I am going to get you some Hop Secrets so you can
please.
feature on some future shows. Anyway, continue. Sorry, I had to interrupt though, because it was the right time.
I love that. I'm always down with a free beer.
Yeah.
Shit. You had me at free beer. So to get into this first segment, we're going into backstage with Mike. We met maybe 15 years ago, something like that, somewhere's around there.
Yep.
But let's go way back. I want to know a little bit more about, where did you grow up, school, family life? Give us a little bit backstory of where, you came from.
Well, a quaint little town just east of Los Angeles called Montebello. I was born there. And there's a lot of great musicians that have been cultivated from that town. So, I mean, getting ahead of myself though, but anyway, I grew up there and went to a private school, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Think you're all bad?
What's that? Yeah, that's a whole other podcast of what happened in the private school.
Oh my God. Okay.
Because I went there, my brother went there, and my son Neil went there as well. And then, continued on to Montebello High School. I had a very, very, very normal childhood. I played baseball, a ton of baseball. I love baseball. And then the base, not the ball, hit me in the back of the head when I was in junior high.
Okay.
And then all I could do was listen to music. Paul McCartney, the Beatles, and ELO was like infused in my vernacular, my music vernacular. And that's all I could do. Like it really cut me hostage. And from then on, that's all I did, and then I started playing with all the guys around Montebello. Getting back to what I said, Montebello has an amazing talent pool.
Yeah.
A lot of great musicians come from there that you don't know, and some you might know. And that's kind of how all that humble beginning started.
When you picked up the bass, you said you were a kid.
Yeah.
In like junior high, like 10 years old. Like what was it that you gravitated to?
McCartney.
So it was McCartney,
the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Really?
Yeah. Now that I was born in 1964.
Okay.
Don't do the math,
everybody.
So and I don't think it was a coincidence. And my parents loved music. My mom was a pianist. My dad was a guitar player, singer, and they basically always told me it was inevitable. It just got you when it got you. And I just continued on from there. They got me a Sears bass, a little crappy amp. And they said, okay, man, well, if you if you keep going, we'll get to the next step. And I did.
That's so cool. Mine was Police. Mine was Sting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
My dad had he got a Gibson 4-string bass. Like it was this big. It was the heaviest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I was a child, and I picked it up and put on the record.
Oh
of
the vinyl. There's something magic about that.
And man, I just started playing along to the tunes and stuff, and that's what got me psyched about that.
Yeah.
So you just kept going with bass. Did you try any other instruments, or was it always?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Guitar, piano. One summer I did nothing but play piano.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be Paul McCartney. If you had to do everything.
Yeah. Well, you have to.
Yeah. And so when I discovered that I can't do everything was in a freshman in high school, and I took band class, just band, just to learn. Say, well, Paul, what does Paul play? He plays the trumpet.
Okay.
I got to do the trumpet then, don't I? So I tried playing it, and it was just the worst idea that I ever had. And then Colt, I remember this real well. We have to do like Happy Birthday or some kind of thing like that. And I tried to do it as a test, and I passed out because I couldn't go.
You passed out from playing the trumpet.
So culminating with that, I just passed out playing the trumpet. I said, well, the trumpet's a terribly bad idea.
Okay.
Horribly bad. I think I'll just stick with the bass.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that.
All right.
Let's just get better at that.
Now, did you play in like the school band?
Oh, hell
like
no.
No.
No. I was a long-haired, I just wanted to learn music. And that was the only outlet.
So this was your after-school program for yourself.
Yeah. It just was there, because they offered a beginning band class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and to make it even funnier, they gave me a baritone horn. They said, well, this will be easier. Bigger mouthpiece.
You still passed out.
The teacher hated me for some reason because I couldn't play Happy Birthday or any of the simple things. But I came in there and I said, but wait, I could play this. And it was Uncle Elmer Halsey from Paul McCartney and Wings. Like,
I got that down.
It's like, this doesn't count for anything? Screw you too, man.
Yeah. And I still got a D.
Yeah, at that point, the rocker attitude definitely starts to manifest itself, which it did.
Okay. I'm digging this. We're getting a lot of comments right here.
Awesome.
I got to jump into
in.
Some of these comments real quick.
I'll take a drink.
We got Paul. Wow, Paul, I haven't seen you in a long time, bro. It's Pauly Shores from Yachtly Crew. Pauly Shores, I love it. Have you seen Yachtly Crew?
I've definitely heard of them, but I haven't seen them yet.
Oh my god, they are amazing.
I would love to.
They're okay. Next time we need to hang out because we opened up for them with my police tribute band with Switch and Birdo.
Right.
And so he says, haven't seen you since we played at the Music Box with you and your tribute to the police. That beard is epic. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Can't wait to hang again soon. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you, brother. We got my buddy Jeff. What up, Whit? Glad to see you're doing what you love. Absolutely. This is a lot of fun. And we got Brad Mercer. It was Brad Mercer's fault that we stopped for a little bit because he was tripping on the plug. Wow, this is great. We got a lot of great people chiming in here. Dan Ochoa, how are you, sir? Nice choice. Yes, indeed. It is a very good choice. I think it's fantastic. The beer and the company. My once again, my drama teacher from 6th grade, Mr. David Schlitt. Hey, Whit. Hey, Mike. How are you?
What's up, guys? We
got Craig Kyle. He says Montebello rules.
Rules what?
Good times. We got my dad chiming in, Bruce Petrell.
Bruce.
Remember seeing Steel Rod at House of Blues playing Anything. Like it so much ended up adding to my band's set list. My dad added that song to his set list.
Is fantastic. Thank you, Bruce.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, man, that's killer.
We got Eddie. Eddie is saying, miss your chicken wings, bro.
Hey, Eddie, man. What's up? They're going to be back, bro.
Yeah?
They will be back.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I even tried you did some special ones for me and Marlene. You did some special vegan.
Oh, yeah.
You did the vegan chicken wings and you killed it. It was so good.
Man.
Craig Kyle, love you, buddy. This is just the best. Love you guys. We have Tina. It's hard. Your beard and long hair. Damn, since Katie Jakes. What? Wow. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think quarantine definitely helped me become a man. I've got a 17-inch beard and
no, it starts with 17 inches. Yeah. It's like suspect at best. I remember, when you did the live shaving of the beard.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was more excited for that than a lot of things.
That was
weird on my part, obviously. Yes.
This is my third beard that I've grown. Like epic beard.
Yeah, that's serious.
When we first started playing music, when I first started playing with Rod and Johnny, I grew out this like goatee that was like crazy long, and that was like 10 inches or something. And then I cut that. And then I grew out that long beard and I cut that in 2015 or 2016, something like that. And I did it live on Facebook. That was pretty cool. That was, I'm not going to lie. That sure was fun.
It was. I was like, shoot, I'm not really much of a TV watcher. And I was like, oh shit, I got to get home because Whit's going to do the fucking beard.
I had more people tune in to watch me cut my beard than anybody tuning in for my fucking podcast.
You damn people, get your priorities straight.
That was super cool though.
And here I'm the one telling you that I did too.
I had friends of mine that were like, bro, the numbers were they lied because I was at work and I had 10 dudes in my cubicle all tripping out on you cutting your beard. Oh, this is great. We got my buddy Frank. Frank jumping in. Love you, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Frankie. How you doing, buddy?
You know Frank,
Oh,
right?
yeah. He's awesome.
Love that guy. Yeah. Actually, Frank is the man who put this together.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the logo, I gave him an idea, and I'm like, bro, this is the idea I'm looking for. I'm trying to get TFFV on a shield, and he was like, I got you.
Yeah,
like, made it happen.
Yeah.
Dude's amazing.
Yeah, he thinks on his feet. He's a good man.
Anything brings back so many memories.
Me too.
Yo, Tambien. Yes. We got my buddy John, my CrossFit buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Billy Mondragon, brother. I remember that, brother. Billy Mondragon is an amazing singer. He sings with DW3, sings with us on the cruise lines, and he's just an incredible person too. Mark should be a Kings jersey.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah. Well, you know, you as well as I know, the Kings are out of the playoffs, so I have a special thing for the Carolina Hurricanes and the bunch of jerks. So I've adopted them as my Stanley Cup run. Mm-hmm. How in the heck are you and Pam? I hope you're doing well. I miss you. I met Mark and Pam on the Helfer tour.
Oh, nice.
In 2010 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I believe. Mark.
So you've been all over the place.
Twice.
That's freaking awesome. Here we go. Oh, somebody wants to ask. Oh, can we see the logo? Yeah. So, actually, if you look right up here on the screen, I know Mike's looking around the house right now. Like,
damn.
Like, what are you talking about? I don't see anything. Up on the screen, that is my logo right there. And I'll turn right here so you can see on this. I got to move my beard. But it's a shield, and then it has like the TFFV for the 5 foot Viking, and I just think it's perfect. So Frank, man, my vision that was in my head, you put it on paper perfectly. Thank you, appreciate it. So let's jump back into so backstage with Mike. Let me move on to making the rock star. Now, this we talked a little bit about how, graduating high school, you didn't go into like, college or workforce or getting a part-time job doing this or doing that. You literally went straight from, okay, I'm going to graduate high school and I'm going to go be a rock star. So,
yes. No, absolutely. There's the only thing I was going to do.
Give us that story. How did that work?
Well, surprisingly, I did well in school.
Surprisingly,
no, I was definitely an introvert in high school. You know, I mean, I really kept to myself, a brooder. If you want to go like that. And playing in Montebello with the guys I was playing with, I really felt I needed to test myself. I said, you say you're so good, well then prove it. And I'd say this to myself. So at the time, Music Connection magazine was a big deal because that's when you stepped out to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And beyond. So I put an ad out saying there's a bass player, I'm looking for a gig. And so this is like the cool irony of the whole story. My best friend, John, rest in peace, my friend. We were at the Santa Monica Civic watching a Dio concert. And at that time, Jim Ladd had the Mighty Metal Shop, which was on KMET, which is rest in peace, KMET, the best station in town. Mm-hmm. And it was not a great night that night. I mean, usually they did some pretty good stuff, but it was, so. But there was this one song called Rod of Iron.
Okay.
Like, ooh, that's cool. This singer is amazing. I love these guys. Like, wow, this is a great song. It's like Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's like, so the first call I got, hi, Mike, is this, this is Lizzie. Are you looking for a band? Lizzie who? Oh, the band Lizzie Borden. I just heard you on the Mighty Metal Shop, man. What time do you want me to be there?
Wow. Wait, so he answered your ad?
Yeah, my ad. Yeah, looking for a bass player. Tell me about the synergy and the irony to that. And I just said, and I called my friend John, you'll never know who called me for a gig.
Holy shit.
Freaking Lizzie Borden, the Rod of Iron guys.
Dude. And
so I went down there, and I remember this so well.
What year is this?
83, I believe. So it was a year after high school.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. And I remember he said, well, you want to do some covers? So we did Stand Up and Shout from Dio. We did like Aces High from Maiden.
Nice.
And, after that, they go, hey, so you want the gig? And I'm like, well, let me think about it. And the room got really cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was a kid. I didn't know what to do. Like, this is a big responsibility.
Wait, when he called did he call your parents' house?
Yeah.
So you're like, your mom answers the phone.
There's a
like,
Lizzie on the phone.
Lizzie's on the phone for you. Like, I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a girl.
No way, dude.
Yeah. And my parents were always supportive of music because they were both musicians.
Uh-huh.
So they were very like, nah, dude, do your thing.
Dude, that's so
And
cool.
then about a year, not even a year later, man, I think it was like actually 2 weeks later, we played at the Roxy, which was, I mean, come on, like the Roxy.
Wait, hold on. You joined the band. Like, you got to learn the tunes.
I was pretty good at that.
Wow.
I was pretty good at remembering that. But that's all I did. I didn't have a job. I mean, I worked as a musician.
You wake up, you learn tunes, you go to sleep. Like, that's it.
Yeah, that's all I did. So it was easy.
Okay.
And then less than a year later, we made our EP with Metal Blade Records called Give 'Em the Axe, which is, and this is when vinyl was still vinyl back then.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got the actual record and played it at my house, I cried. I'm like, fuck, I did it.
Wow.
See, it's easy.
Oh,
being a rock star is easy.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's no
I got
big
this
deal.
shit. Yeah. Little did I know.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude.
So anyway, that's how that started. And Lizzie was a juggernaut, man. I love those guys so much.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie.
How long did you was that run?
About
like
8 years.
And did you just like go everywhere? Like,
well, we did the States a lot.
Yeah.
Motorhome, and we did Japan. They've done more since. Yeah. But back then when we were younger, it was just like Japan, Canada, just yeah. And it was really just amazing learning experience. I mean, I was a different guy, and that molded me to be more of a man. I mean, so to speak, because I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of times I was scared.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro.
I never was away from home that long and, on my own kind of, being in that cruel world and stuff. So we ran into a lot of different issues, problems, flat tires, hit deers on the freeway.
Oh,
it's just crazy when you're a kid because it's just all you're learning on the fly.
You weren't like flying all the time. You were taking buses.
Oh, buses, motorhomes. Yeah.
Oh.
Vans, trucks, Yeah.
Wow. No way, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, I get a phone call. Mr. Edgar Hernandez calling me while I'm in the podcast. You know what? That'd be awesome if I could pick up and he would be on here. Hey, dude, text me, bro. I know you're watching. Anyways, so doing. Oh, we got a few people jumping on one more time. Angie, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Got it. Yes, I know it's Angie. Love you. Thank you for. Oh, there it is. I dialed you by accident, brother. Sorry. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I always get the text message from Edgar Hernandez. I know you did that on purpose, bro. I love this comment right here. Mark, what happened to the Winnipeg Jets fan?
Boy, Mark really knows his hockey.
Yeah.
No, I love the Jets too. Hi, Chris Switch.
Yeah, where is Switch at?
We just swept the Oilers, didn't we?
Yeah, where's Switch?
No, I love the Jets too, but in this weird hockey year, I just kind of happy for everybody that we're all playing.
Yeah, Isn't it nice that we're just there's something happening? Yeah,
I mean, and then the Winnipeg story is another really awesome story. Because we played there,
Well, I do want to. We gotta jump into a quick segment called Crown. And you didn't know I was going to do this.
Oh my Lord!
But
Chris Switch, it's you. You did it. You put him up to it, didn't you?
So
I know you did.
Actually, Switch didn't. But I've only heard some of this story, so I went out and I got a bottle of Crown Royale.
You really want me to spend the night, don't you?
I absolutely want you to spend the night. So I went out and bought a bottle of this, and I've got 2 really extremely inexpensive rocks glasses.
Beautiful.
But they look fantastic, and I'm pouring us just very, very little amount. But
no,
I think that right now is probably the best time. I need to hear the full Crown Royale story, and I got to hear this because I've heard bits and pieces of it. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because this is a fantastic.
It's really not. It's just a terrible mic.
So freaking awesome. So. Let's
this is good.
Hey brother,
let's have before we tell Crown. Let's have Crown.
Ooh, that'll get you there. All right, the Crown story.
Well, for those of you who know or don't know, I also play with an amazing band called Dramarama.
Yes,
which are my fucking no cussing.
No, you can cuss.
Okay, fuck
it's on YouTube.
There's some dear. I don't like to say family because they're actually closer.
Yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that.
I think that they're like family is overused.
Yep.
So they're we do this 80s tour, Little Jaunt, every year, and we did in Vegas. Okay, and Chris Switch from Gene Loves Jezebel.
Yeah.
And Tony Snow and I jam with Gene as well too at times. So we played this together, and Chris actually played with us that night.
Okay.
He filled in. And
you go back with Chris pretty far though.
It's these days I go back with everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all double digits, my friend.
That's a good thing, bro.
But Switch and I always hit it off because he's a damn Canadian, and I should be a damn Canadian. That's a whole other podcast. But, and he loves his Crown, and we're in Vegas. And then the next day, Saturday, I had to catch a flight to go to Miami to play with a band that I was playing with at the time to do a metal cruise. There's a band called Death Dealer. And Chris had hey, Mikey, let's have a, sure. Let's keep going. And, the bands are playing. And the 80s thing is, as you know, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I know. I mean,
the Flock of Seagulls. I mean, these guys, we've grown to be really good friends with a lot of the bands on the tour. And it's just such a homecoming and such a fun part of everything. Like playing is fun too, but it's like just hanging with everybody.
It's that connection, bro.
And so the night goes on and the crown goes low. Oh. And the night goes on and the crown goes lower. And the night keeps going and the crown is empty.
Oh my God.
And so my dear sweet drummer, Thunder Brother, Tony Snow, and his wife, Anna, finally had to carry me out of the whole green room backstage, and I remember like flickers of escalators, maybe elevators. And here again, I have to be up at 7 a.m. and catch a flight to Miami the next day. And so I'm inside my bed like, okay, did they take a kidney? I don't know.
No
Probably.
idea. Actually, don't care.
And Anna, of course, the angel she's Mike, get your ass up. You need to go on a flight. So I had a connector in I think it was North Carolina to go to Miami. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember any of it until I had my base until I was in line in North Carolina. And it was like, bink.
Awake.
Where the fuck am I?
What? So you passed out. You didn't even know how you got on the plane. Okay. You're a professional, bro.
So I am a influence to children.
Definitely.
I am the counselor type. Yeah. So then anyway, we ended up in Miami and we got on the boat and everything was fine. Anna and Tony, are you okay? Well, that's your definition of okay.
Yeah, right? How do you define this?
So yeah, Chris and I have been on a few stages together and had a few crowns together, but that one was probably the be all end all of and he was fine, of course. Like I don't know how. He's Canadian.
He's pretty.
Yeah. He's an awesome
I can
dude,
drink
man.
with him, and he's just a fantastic dude, anyways. And but yeah, I heard bits and pieces of the Crown story from him, but yeah, that's awesome. Let's jump up couple of the comments here. I wanted to jump up here to Neff, our good friend Neff.
She is so beautiful,
right?
I have the hugest crush on her.
I'm telling you, me and Marlene are going to marry her. And,
I don't blame you.
I think we should.
I know. I might throw my hat in there too, just to let you know.
Two of my favorite bass players, like ever in the same place. Love you guys. Thank you, Neff, for tuning in. It means a lot. Carla, Frank, that's my mister. Yes, indeed. We love you and your mister and your mister and you. Absolutely 100. And then Mr. Edgar Hernandez, I just called Wit while podcasting on accident.
What's up, Ed?
Love you, buddy. Skull. I think it actually is Skull, but Skull is good too. We're totally down with that. Richard, man, another bass player.
What's
good
up,
to
Rich?
see you, bro. Love this guy. Been seeing a lot of him too. He's been coming out to some gigs lately.
He's a good dude, man.
Trying to get him up on stage a lot. You know, I'm bringing out the 5-string a little bit. It's so funny because when we first met, I was playing the 5-string all the time.
I know.
And you were like, fuck that, dude. I don't want to play the 5-string.
Yeah. Because you guys would ask me, hey, come up and play the hit. And I get
and it's way
it's usually
different.
toward the end of the show. And then, I've had maybe a couple, maybe
one or two.
And then what's this thing? Damn Wit, hanging out with you, I had to carry fucking wire cutters.
Dude, can you imagine? That would have been great if you would have just popped a string off.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Here you go, bro.
Dude, I would have laughed my ass off, bro. I totally would have laughed my ass off. But what's funny is now changing later. Now I only bring my 4-string. So when Rich comes out, I'm like, hey, dude, I brought my 5, bro. Like I brought my 5. So good to see you. And we have my beautiful wife in the other room chiming in. Mike, you have the coolest life. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Oh, I love you, Marlene.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you so much.
And we have my 6th grade drama teacher, Mr. Schlitt, chiming in with an extremely long comment, which, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do my very best to read this. So bear with me. I first met Mike when my sons were playing in a rock and roll kids program at the Fret House in Covina. It was run by a guitarist named Daryl Hernandez.
Yeah, Daryl. Yeah.
Okay. Mike helped my son Aiden learn the bass. He then came to the Whiskey when Aiden's band Jet Propulsion played. Also, John Hernandez from Oingo Boingo on stage with my son Aiden's band. Thanks for the encouragement, Mike.
Oh man, thank you.
That's so cool.
It was a lot of fun for me, man. I love teaching I don't even like to say teaching the kids, just kind of like guiding them along,
encouragement, giving them a little bit of direction. I'm no one to teach, and I've actually had people ask me, hey, do you give lessons?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't either. I tried and I just don't.
I gave one lesson and I felt so horrible taking her money.
Right? That's the big thing. It's like, I don't even want to do this.
And this was, I don't know, 15, 17 years ago. And she was like, I want you to teach my kid. And I'm sitting down with him and I went to a private lesson. I went to their house and I sat down and I taught him. And don't get me wrong. I gave him tools. I gave him a lot of information. I really helped it. I think I charged her $30 for the half-hour lesson or hour lesson or something. Mm-hmm. And when I left, I was like, you know what? It's just not for me.
Yeah.
This is just,
there's some people that like gravitate toward that and actually can do it, but I'm not one of them. Yeah. I mean, not for the fact of not wanting to do it. Mm-hmm. I can, guide in other ways, but not like teach the bass.
You know what I preferred was even later on was getting together with, going like what Mr. Schlitt was saying about how his kids were performing at a show. I love going to those shows and guiding them in that forum, in that aspect. Sometimes maybe getting together at a jam. Mm-hmm. And when the kids are jamming, I'll pull up the bass and I'll jam with the kids.
Sure.
And some kids maybe they'll learn something from watching me. Mm-hmm. Indirectly. So that to me is is more beneficial.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is more to me anyways, and this is just me personally, but it's the attitude that I take towards it that I feel like I can connect with them better than sitting down and telling them this is an A and this is a G.
That's, that's funny that you say that because I would do that with what they were talking about the kids at the Fret House because I would watch them and they would just be, mm-hmm. And so what I would do is just push them, and I would grab their head and go,
yeah,
this is what you do.
Yeah, this is.
I don't care what you're playing, but
this is what you do.
And get in the front and do that.
You get in the front, you play what you play, and your head goes up and down.
Yeah.
You don't just look down.
Yeah.
It goes up and down.
It goes up and down. Give me that hair. Give me the hair.
That hair needs to move.
It needs to go. Yeah. But what about the chord? Fuck the chord.
That's awesome. Yeah. But what about, is this a flat minor? Fuck you.
Yeah. No. Shake your head.
Bang your head. Bang your head. That's all you need to know. Marlene, also, Mike can down JD's like nobody's business. I used to serve him doubles.
She's seen it.
Yeah.
That's how I got to know Steel Rod. Was your beautiful wife.
Was through my beautiful wife. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's so funny because when we first met, I didn't even know you knew her.
Oh, yeah.
We met, we started talking, and all of a sudden you were like, oh, yeah, I know Marlene. I'm like, oh, wow, that's a small world. That's pretty incredible. Like,
but she kept telling me, she's like, no, you got to see Steel Rod.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and I had to go, and I did. And then
I'm glad
nothing's been the same.
Yeah, nothing was ever the same. A few more people. Mr. Slade also says, plus David is now a chef.
No way.
He graduated from culinary school. Wow.
No.
That's pretty awesome.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rich, love you guys. Love you too, brother. Carmen is tuning in.
Hi, Carmen.
My beautiful Neff. Yes. Here's the thing. If you haven't met Neff, you need to. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, should I call in and read that one for you? Yes, please. You should, because here's the thing. I'm no joke, and it's no joke on here that I have trouble reading. I've let everyone know. I'm really trying to get past this. It's been a difficult journey, especially when we get these long ones, because I'm dyslexic and I read things backwards.
Sure.
So it's been, and being in school, it's been extremely difficult. And I actually did a podcast with Mr. Edgar Hernandez, Ed Namrock, for his school. And I was talking with the kids about, how to deal with, learning disabilities or move forward and do that.
Sure.
And, being dyslexic is not, it's so weird when your mind just flips letters and flips words and flips that. And it's like, but the weird thing is music and math have always been just like, I got this. Like it comes directly to me. I speak that language.
Yeah. Now everybody's brain reads a different language other than, common English or something. There's other things that just cohesiveness that have to be, cultivated and then put to use your own way. And there's no one way.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like people need to say like, tell me about you, and then let's get you going in your direction.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a different direction.
So like, it's so funny because it was one of Stephanie, she put up this comment a long time, a few podcasts ago and it was like a periodical, like it took up half the page, bro. Like it was this comment, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, I'm going to have to do this. And
he's like,
I'm like, hold on, I need a crown for this.
Yeah.
So, but I got through it. It wasn't the greatest, reading that I've ever done, but got through it. But I do my best. I do much better with the smaller comments. That's that's just me. But
all good.
We got my pops. Good musicians just help the next generation because they love to pass on the knowledge.
That is very true.
Oh, very much true. Yes. We got Jerry. Question for both of you: jazz or P bass? Ooh, Jerry, that is a great question. I'm gonna pass that on to Mr. Mike Davis first. What do you prefer?
I love them both.
Yeah,
but a P bass.
Yeah.
I mean, just keep it real. Like that's kind of the way that I play. It's like no frills. I really believe your sound is here.
Mm-hmm.
You can give somebody the same guitar, the same cable, the same amp, the same whatever, and play the same song. It'll sound completely different.
Yeah.
So, but to my liking, like I like sturdy. I like heavy. Well, everybody knows I like heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. Cement Fingers didn't come across as a nickname for nothing. But yeah, no, I dig the P. Mm-hmm. But a jazz is awesome too. Okay. That's yeah.
Well, Jerry, to tell a family secret, I like the jazz. I like the jazz bass. One of my first basses was a jazz bass, and I just love the tone that I got out of it. You know, and you know, I'm a firm believer. I do agree with you that the tone comes from your hands.
Yeah.
But also I think that different basses respond to my hands differently. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. That's the secret to find out.
Exactly.
Like, because I know you're playing really well, and you move around the neck like nobody's business, and the jazz bass will help you do that.
Yeah.
Me, I just beat it up till I can't take it anymore. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So the P just says, "All right, fuck you. I can do it."
well, what I found has helped me. I mean, and mostly because I played a wide variety of genres of music.
Yeah. That's the thing. You guys play everything.
That's the hardest thing is that, like, amazing. You know, some people say, you know, P basses sound good for this and jazz basses sound good for that, which is true.
Yeah.
But what happens if you're playing this and that?
Yeah.
You know, which I think, to me personally, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not being sponsored yet by this company, but
yet
I'm throwing the yet in there. That. But ESP came out with a couple different basses, and I got this one that's the 87 series, and it starts off. It has a P pickup.
P and J.
It's a PJ.
So I had one of those in 87. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Okay. That to me is that's the ultimate for versatility, because I can literally do that, and I have pickup control between them. So I can go between, if I'm playing a rock tune, I can come up on the neck and play some geezer stuff and just like really feel that warmth. But also if I need to flip it over and do some gap band and play some slap, you got those punchy highs. Like it's
nice hybrid.
It's really versatile for everything. I'm really digging that bass. Really digging that bass.
Perfect.
So Jerry, I hope that answers you. And thank you so much for chiming in on that.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
Appreciate you. We got Mark. We got Where You Cooking, Mike? And
well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We are getting to that, sir. I'm sorry that we're taking so much time, but we're just having a lot of fun right here. This is good.
It's crazy.
We got Rich. I took lessons at Fred House with Bruce Goss. Do you know Bruce Goss?
Maybe
I'm not.
It's not ringing a bell at this point. I know Daryl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Marlene Patrell, love you. I love all the side conversations that we have in here. This is great that we have people that are chiming in here, and then we have people that are talking to each other.
Here. Like, it's great.
That's the whole point of this podcast, is to create interaction. Stephanie, I only say that because I wrote you that novel. Yes, you did. And feel bad because don't feel bad. You're helping me overcome my goodness, or my I'm trying to get better, I guess. But it was an awesome and well thought out comment. Next time I'll spread it out. Thank you so much. And Mr. Edgar Namrock from the Namrock podcast. I don't think Whit has ever had a shitty bass tone. His Ernie Ball bass is my personal favorite. Ernie Ball bass. Do I have an Ernie Ball bass? Oh yeah, I do have an Ernie Ball. Yeah. Oh man, that's like you notice a lot.
Somebody is listening.
Somebody's watching. That's good times. Okay, well, let's jump into we talked about the Crown story. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.
It was just a drunken.
I know it was a drunken night, but man, that was so much fun, and it gave me an excuse to buy a bottle of Crown. So thank you.
Well, I might have to have it.
Appreciate that. So
yeah, no, I mean, it's like something, bro. It's like when you get to when you feel comfortable in your skin, you kind of been there, done that.
Yeah,
I have no shame, so to speak, but I guess that too, but. But, it's just stories. It's my life. Like, I would be remiss not to tell you that.
Yeah.
Like, why would I hide? Like, yeah, I fucked up. Or whatever I didn't fuck up. Or it's just fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I like to be funny.
We have times, I mean, we could literally have a full podcast of just me and you telling stories.
Oh, God, dude.
Of of craziness. Like, and I honestly, I think that we're probably going to have a Mike Davis 2.0.
I'm ready.
Where we come back and we come ready with some, okay, me and you, we're going to go back and forth story for story on stuff. We're just going to have some fun with that.
I like that.
But to move forward,
yes.
Right now, I do want to talk about cooking up some trouble. This is the next segment, cooking up some trouble. Now, it's funny because people talk about, we've talked about how you've been a rock star and you've been in the limelight and you've toured and you've played with Dramarama and Lizzie Borden. You played with all these bands.
Halford.
Oh, we got to talk about that, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, before the cooking,
Before we do the cooking, we got to talk about this real quick.
Yeah, no, this is a big deal. It was probably my biggest call I ever got in my life. It was 2003.
Okay.
And my good friend, Roy Z, who's an amazing metal producer and a better friend, actually. He's one of my best friends. I got a call out of the blue saying, "Hey, Mike D. Roy Z, what's up, my man? You still play, right?" And I said, "Of course I still play."
You still play?
He's okay. That's good. I'm like, yeah, Roy, you got to know Roy.
Yeah.
Roy's a fucking awesome guy.
Okay.
And he said, "Hey, Mike, you want to play with Halford?" I'm like, "You mean Rob Halford? You mean Halford, the band Halford?" Like, yeah. And it's like, we all know how you can play, bro. We all know you can play. Here's your audition. Come to Gordon Biersch and have beers with the guys.
Wow.
And I said, "I'm going to nail this motherfucker right now." Turned the car around, went to Gordon Biersch, had beers with the guys, and then we were in the studio the next week jamming it out.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. It was awesome. And the Halford guys, Metal Mike, Roy Z, Bobby Jarsanbeck, and, I get along with them like nobody's business. And once you get to a certain age, like I used to chase gigs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go play. I got to go give me a gig. And then now I don't. I want to play with people that I love. And I love Dramarama, and I love the Halford guys.
I love that.
Yeah. So, and just a little, maybe.
You're going to make me cry right now, dude. That was amazing.
Oh. We've been talking to Halford guys. Metal Mike.
Wait.
Bobby Jarsanbeck, myself.
Wait, you guys, like, recently been talking?
Roy Z. Yeah. Just
like
had
recently,
a Zoom call last week. Yeah.
What do you guys talk about? You guys talk about like the old times, or you talk about like
gardens? Actually, bro, this is gonna make you laugh. The first half an hour we talked about gardening.
What the shit?
Yeah. No, everybody talked about what they're growing. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? If people knew what went behind the scenes with these fucking heavy metalers, they'd be crazy. But yeah, we're having a chat.
I literally just saw a meme today and it said Metallica supporter. And it was this dude with like, all black and ripped shirt and flannel and fucking like this. And then it said Metallica lead singer. And it was James Hetfield, like in Rodeo Drive wearing sandals and like a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's funny how things go, but the Halford band played with Rob Halford was like the most. There we are.
Are we back again?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
But I mean, just to be amongst guys like that is humbling. Like you.
How long did you do that?
From 2003 to 2010. And 2010, we finished with a world tour. We went like through the States, we went through Canada, went to Japan, South America.
Jeez.
We opened up for Ozzy. It was Ozzy solo and then Halford solo. Yeah, it was friggin'
That's
amazing.
That's major, bro.
It was one of the best years of my life. So yeah, I mean, I'd be remiss to not mention that. And as a part of the process.
We're talking about that band in the past tense. Is it possible to talk about that band in the present tense?
It's possible. Obviously, it won't be once we talk, it's not going to be with Mr. Halford.
Yeah. But it'll be
it'll be the four of us, which is a very special combination of guys.
Dude, that's super cool.
Yeah. And again, and getting back to what you said, it's like I want to play with people I love and respect. Dramarama, a Halford bunch.
Yeah.
If people told me when I was 18, like at my age, you'd end up here, I would say,
Skull.
I'm cool with that.
Dude, that's
so yeah. I mean, again, we're chatting.
No, that's big news, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, I'm glowing.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck. I can see it right now, dude. Like you are glowing. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's super cool, man. I don't even know.
I broke it on the 5 foot Viking, dude.
Hey, I just got to say that's, you can add this to your accolade of hanging out on the 5 foot Viking in my living room. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a studio someday. We'll see what happens. But I hope this is still going. I don't know what's going on, but every now and then my thing keeps turning. One of these days, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to actually pay my cable bill.
You mean you didn't tell the fucking neighbor that you had the fucking thing?
No, I'm just pirating it off of Chris Knight's.
Good.
From Damage Inc. He's my neighbor.
Oh, okay, so cool.
I just log into his cool shit. With him. So let me do this. Let's get back to this real quick.
Anyway, yeah.
So we're gonna get back to it. Is everybody still here? Can you guys all still hear us and see us? We got my good neighbor, Brett, brother. What's up, homie? I miss you. He's upstairs.
What up, Brett?
Yeah. What's up, brother? And Mr. Schlitt, you're still here. Okay, awesome. All right, just making sure that it's still working. So that was some awesome news, and thank you so much for announcing that on my podcast. That means a lot to me. But real quick, I want to talk about you being a chef.
Okay.
Because it seems like everybody that we talk with, we always talk about Dramarama. We always talk about, the bass playing, the rock star and that stuff. But you're an amazing chef, dude. Like you cook up a fucking storm, bro. Like you really do. And I wanted to get down. How do we say this? I want to get down to the nitty gritty. I really just wanted to find out, has cooking and being in the kitchen, has that been like a passion for your whole life, or is it something that you got later on in life and you just kind of went with it and a talent? Like, give us a little bit of that.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Yes, because when I was young, obviously, I grew up in a household that we all cooked. My mom's side is all a Mexican family, and man, I talk about the best food I've ever had. Yeah. And I said, I need to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And so I'd watch them and start doing it myself. And it was a lot of fun. And that carried on through, forever. And it's funny, Lizzie Borden, I was telling you, we do motorhome stuff. And Davis.
So did you cook?
Rumor has it, you know how to cook. Yeah, we didn't make any money. So those dudes would give me $20 and say, can you feed us for a couple of days? I said, bring it on. So I would be cooking in the motorhome and doing stuff like that. Yeah. And then I got to work behind the scenes in the music business at a place called the Album Network in the 90s. So, and it was a trade magazine, kind of like Billboard.
Okay.
We did a lot of charts and, a lot. We were multifunctional. And I ended up working in the radio syndication department, which was really awesome, with Mark Felsat and Johnny Valenzuela. Amazing people, so we would record concerts, produce shows, and, and like the old King Biscuit Flower Hour, things like that. I know I'm dating myself by saying that, but then it's the 90s. So here comes the computer and the internet, and you know where this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So everything just fell apart in the early 2000s. And I said, well, I do know how to cook. So I took a couple of private classes, not like Cordon Bleu, nothing like that, but just private schools, little things. Because I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
This is chiffonade, and
you needed the definitions to stuff that you already knew what you were doing.
Absolutely. I just needed the background.
Okay.
And then in 2000 and right after my first Halford tour in 2003, I got a job at San Diego Racetrack.
Yeah.
as a line cook. And then from then on, it just kind of went like I gravitated toward it. Like what you were saying earlier, like it made me realize this. It's like how you say your brain functions different.
Yeah.
My brain functions as cohesive. Well, okay, wait, let me take it back. Random ingredients, cohesive dish. Puts it together. Music, random notes, cohesive song.
Yeah.
So my brain sees that.
Yeah.
And so it was a natural progression.
Oh, wow. So it worked.
Yeah, it worked. And I love food because any chef will be lying to your fucking face if he tells you that he doesn't love what he's, if he doesn't love what he's doing, his food sucks.
Yeah.
If you don't like the music you're playing, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're playing all the right notes.
Yeah.
So and I just kind of actually been keeping on with that and got better and better and better and got some really nice jobs. Yeah. And fortunately I'm still now I'm turning down work now.
Dude, that's a good problem to have, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I don't know how many years ago it was that you were doing the thing at Chicali's in Montebello, right?
Yeah, Monterey Park, Montebello. Yeah.
You were doing that, and you had so much support from a lot of the local people.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I'm so
many
thankful
amazing
for that.
people, dude. And you got a lot of people, a lot of support on that. And I remember you started doing Kopi's Kitchen, which I jumped behind that, dude. First of all, I love the idea, especially because I'm an animal lover with my 2 dogs, or I can't say this online because my landlord might be watching, but my 17 dogs and my 20 and the alligator.
You mean the kennel and stuff back here?
Okay. The kennel back there.
The pond and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Just don't turn left if you go down because there's an alligator pit. But I love animals, and the fact, I love, it just Kopi's Kitchen is just it's
well, anybody who knows me knows the Kopi dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's been my partner through a lot of tough times.
Absolutely.
And COVID really hit me terribly because it took away everybody's got a fucked up story to tell.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And, restauranting and music are my life. And then to have it just go
those are the two industries
how do you like that,
were
motherfucker? Reinvent that, dude.
1-2 punch, bro.
Yeah.
You got the 1-2 punch, dude. Bam, bam.
And then Kopi got really sick. And so I was, taking care of him, and shout out to Dr. Allison, the Thunder vet.
Excellent.
She saved his life. We found what was wrong with him, and we found a cocktail, prescription for him. And now he's like,
really,
he's on the up. So I kind of rationalized COVID with what was time? It was time for you to take care of your dog.
Yeah.
Because I was really having a tough time. I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, I just got some chills, bro.
I had a horrible time. I was in a bad spot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So
you know what though? But like what you said, when you look at the positive that comes out of it, and I'd be lying to you if I said that, it was nice to take that time off.
No.
Dude, when that time hit, at first I thought it was good. And I found that I had 2 times of the day. I had coffee time and I had drinking time. That's all I had.
You and me both, my friend.
And I started drinking. I mean, I drink a lot anyways, but I was drinking an awful lot.
Yeah.
And an awful lot more than I should have been drinking, because I could, it doesn't mean I should.
Yeah.
And and this podcast is a manifestation of me coming out of that.
Right.
And this is a manifestation of connection now, with connection with you, connection with everybody at home who is commenting and being here with us. It absolutely means the world to me that you guys support this. This is
it's awesome, man. I keep telling you, it's an amazing vehicle you got here, man. And it's you.
It's not, bro.
It's like, I know you, man. This is perfect for you.
I love doing this, but I really want you to know that the 5 Foot Viking, it's not about me. It's about my guest.
Yeah.
It really is. I'm learning so much right now. This is literally, it's about you. Ladies and gentlemen at home, it's about you. It's about you guys commenting on here, connecting.
Yeah, thanks for
us.
that. Thanks for checking it out, man.
It's super cool to see you guys and see, and this is great. My Mr. Schlitt, he says, "Call me David. It's cool." I appreciate that. My drama teacher from 6th grade, sir. I have way too much respect for you. I cannot. It's very difficult for me to call you David. I know that I'm a grown ass man, but it's very, very difficult for me to call you David. I will probably call you Mr. Schlitt the rest of my life.
Just let him, David.
What is that saying? Make peace with it because it's going down.
Yeah, it's just good. Sometimes you just got to let go.
We got a few more people, and we got Mark chiming in. Korean short ribs, the best.
Yeah, those were pretty good.
Yeah. We got Eric here. Cool show. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Marlene Copey.
Yeah, he's very famous.
Yeah,
he's
really
more famous
is.
than me.
And we have Brett. Rehabs for quitters. My mama didn't raise no quitter. I love you, buddy. He's a good homie. I know you're messing with me. We got Mr. Schlitt. I forgot a name. I forgot the name. The bassist name, John Avila. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Avila. Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
That dude is wow.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw him play was at a benefit for a friend. It was a small get together, and he gets up on stage, and he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
And I'm the 5-foot Viking. Okay.
I know where you're going.
And he commanded that bass
bigger than life, right?
In a way I can't explain
Yeah.
I can't explain to you guys. Like it was so I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Like he was up there playing, and I was mesmerized by his knowledge of the instrument and his just what
it's natural.
It's
yeah. In fact, the Boingos are playing with us this Saturday at Catalina.
okay. So plug this.
Okay. Well,
please plug it, please. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the area, I know we have all of my listeners are in Canada. So, but if you're in California, no, I'm just kidding. But if you're in California, if you can make it,
well,
where are we going?
Lost 80s Live is back. That's a tour that we do every year with, bands, Flock of Seagulls, Missing Persons, Romantics, Boingo, things like that. And we're back. This Saturday is the first show. I mean, come on, right? Like, I don't even know how to feel. Like, we're back. Cool. And it's sold out, man. It's on Catalina Island. And
so we can't.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's really cool. But the tour will be going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Boingo again, we have 4 shows with them in October. And if anybody knows Oingo Boingo, October and Oingo Boingo are like Halloween. Right. So I am completely honored. And a real quick funny story, dude, is I love Oingo Boingo so much. We played with them at the Saratoga Mountain Winery a couple of years ago. And right after we played, I ran to my dressing room, like picked up an Oingo Boingo shirt from like 1985 or something. I had.
You just had it with you.
Well, no, so this was a perfect plan.
You knew,
and I knew they'd all be together. Yeah. I mean, Danny Elfman isn't, but we'll get past that. It's okay. But all the other guys, So I ran, and I'm sweating my butt off, and I'm like, "Can you please sign this shirt?" And Johnny Avila is like, "Damn, that's the first time everybody, the opening band is we got signed their shit." Like, unless I knew you guys would all be here together, so just do it for me. But yeah, no, I love those guys, and we're going to be playing with them quite a bit. So I'm
that's freaking awesome.
Tears over the moon.
Yeah. Oh man, that's all. Okay, so unfortunately, people can't go to the Catalina.
No, they can't go. It's the first one
to the Catalina wine mixer, but
the wine mixer. I've heard the wine mixer. Well, I'll change that shit right away.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer. Yeah. They're gonna go, but there are some more shows coming up.
Yeah, so it's like man, Dramarama full blast, man. We're on. We're ready to go,
dude. I'm excited,
just like you guys.
Yeah, I've been working a lot. Getting ready to work a lot more, so super excited about that.
Yeah,
and that's
kind of why I wanted to come on this day, just because before the Catalina show, and I know you guys got some really exciting news too. So it's fun to share it with you.
Right, dude.
You know?
Dude, the fact that you shared the Halford, that's pretty amazing, bro. That, I mean, okay, let's face it. If you guys are Zooming and you guys are talking, even if nothing happens, the fact that you guys are getting together, okay, ladies and gentlemen, something's going to happen. Okay, we can't. I
don't even know.
Yeah. Bottom line is, if you guys are getting together and doing that, I really hope that happens. That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah, it'll be like classic good metal.
Hell yeah.
Like, I know it will.
Are you talking about getting together and playing older tunes or writing stuff? You guys are going to write
all
stuff?
New stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, we already have like,
dude, I'm so in this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Well, not only that, we have like acoustic tunes too. It's like it's extremely talented guys and extremely amazing guys. Yeah. Yeah. Like, again, like I said, drummer, I'm at Halford. Like,
yeah,
I'm good.
Dude, that's so dope, dude.
Yeah. Man,
I
don't know what our name will be. Obviously, we're going to have a new name.
Oh, for sure.
Who knows?
You got to call it Wit and the Widiots.
Widiots. I'll throw it in the hat. Who the fuck knows?
I don't know. You never know. I'm gonna throw something in the hat right there. But Neff is saying that she's still waiting on her wings, Mike.
Well, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, please don't Yelp that. That's a terrible fucking review.
If you're still waiting, then we're on our way. We're coming up right here. Man, this is so cool. You got a lot. Here's the fun part is that we're getting past this rough year, this rough year that we had. And I love the fact that you see the positives out of it and that it took a while, bro. Well, it didn't happen overnight. I think that I'm with you on that because I think I went to a dark place.
Yeah. No.
And that was, where I found when you're in that dark place, you can kind of find what light is going to pull you out of it. Yes. And if that's any type of, I don't know.
No, it's true. It's like, that's when you find your, that old saying. It's like, it's easy to be a great person when things are going well.
Yeah.
It's like when things are shit, that's when you find out like what you are, what you do.
Absolutely.
And I struggled, honestly, but here we are.
But look at the amazing stuff that's coming out of it. Yeah. And I think that's the beautifulness of where we're at now. We're still in some lockdowns and we're still in some, mask requirements and still some of this and still some of that. Yeah. But the fact that we're moving forward and we have shows booked and we have conversations.
Yes.
And we have, and now that you're going to be cooking. So we didn't even talk about this whole thing about you cooking at the brewery.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I can't wait to go down there and hang out. First of all, I can't wait to have some of that beer and feature it on this podcast.
Absolutely.
But secondly, I absolutely want to go down. I want to taste the food because you said that you're going to be infusing the beer with the food.
Yeah. Now we're actually, one of our partners, Chris, he's an accomplished chef as well. So he kind of started the menu and we're doing an Irish kind of deal. So we're, cooking corned beef with some of our beers. We're cooking pulled pork with some of our beers. Like the beer is infused with the food. It's really neat. Yeah, it's a really neat experience. And I've just kind of started there. So we're, getting it going. We're all just getting it going.
When's the go time for this?
Oh, it's soon.
Coming soon?
Soon. And also, I also work at an amazing country club, golf country club called the California Country Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's no lack of work. And, I have to say I'm a little bit tired at this point because I'm trying to.
Well, that's a good fucking problem, bro.
Yeah. And then to get the music going. But today is my Friday. I feel like Andy Dufresne in the last scene of Shawshank when he's driving to Mexico. I'm like, okay, I got a week off, man. Skull.
Good times.
So no, there's a lot of moving parts, man. A lot of moving parts, and like you said, there's a whole other bunch of stories to be told. So, I can tell you a whole podcast on Lizzie Borden stories.
Oh my God. I'll tell you
Rob Halford stories.
That's going to be
Drama-rama stories.
I think that's probably going to be the 2.0. The Mike Davis 2.0 is probably going to go. We'll talk a little. We'll go opposite of what we did tonight, and we'll talk about what you're doing culinary at the moment, and then we'll dive into it's story time. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it story time with Mike Davis.
There's some good ones.
Okay,
there's some really good.
Before we bounce, a few more people jumping on real quick.
What's up?
We got Boris. Horns up.
What's up, dude?
Love this dude.
Yeah,
amazing.
he's a good mug.
I love that dude. My buddy Jason. Widiots. I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
I think it's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just saying. Much love and respect. That's how I call King Taco the dark place. King Taco. Man, I used to live right next door to the King Taco in Pico Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when I lived in Pico Rivera. And it was...
Did you like their red sauce?
I didn't like living there, period. It was
not even fucking King Taco, the fucking red sauce.
I lived across the street from a gym, and then on the way back from the gym, I would get King Taco, a bunch of tacos and a burrito, and come back. And I'm like, why did I go to the gym? It was, yeah, it was an interesting moment. The only thing good that came out of living in for me, anyways, the only thing good that came out of that whole year of living in Pico Rivera was my wife said yes when I asked her.
Oh, that's a great story. You guys are perfect for each other. Because like I said, I've known Marlene for a long time.
Yeah.
And know you. And I was like, when I heard you guys really good, I'm like, where's the tissues?
She's
a pistol, man.
Yeah.
She's great.
She gets me she definitely completes my side.
Yeah. You guys are awesome, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. My dad, Mike, I'll send you Wit. I'll send Wit my grandpa's Greek baklava.
Oh,
recipe.
baklava. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. My dad's side of the family is Greek and, or dominantly Greek. I just realized I was talking with my mom the other day because, somebody asked me, they were like, somebody on one of the podcasts, they were like, are you a real Viking? And I thought that was an awesome question.
That's a great question.
I thought that was, I said, and I told them, I said, no, I'm actually, my dad's side of the family is Greek. And they said, well, why didn't you say the 5-foot Spartan? I said, well, it doesn't roll off the tongue that easily. Like the 5-foot Spartan, and the 5-foot Viking, and people have been calling me a Viking, for a long time. Every time I have this, they call me a Viking. So I figured I'd go with that. It just didn't roll off the tongue. With the logo works better. An S doesn't really work. I don't want to look like a Superman on my logo. So, but it was funny because I was talking with my mom, literally just like yesterday or the day before, and I texted her. I said, "Mom, where's your side of the family from?" And she said, "Northern Europe." And I'm thinking Scandinavia, and I'm thinking, so how fucking ridiculous would that be if my mom's side of the family is Viking and my dad's side is fucking Spartan? I'd be like the best of the fucking 5-foot assholes. We killed it. We're bad asses. That'd be insane. I don't even know. I think I was talking with Edgar Hernandez, the Ed Namrock podcast, and I'm thinking, bro, he's got to point me in the right direction as far as he did one of those ancestry things.
Oh yeah. Neil, my son, did one of those.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
What'd it come back? Is he nothing? Well,
Utah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
My dad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know, I'm ashamed to say, but I've never been that guy to say Dad, where are you from? What'd you do?
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I just kind of, if you want to talk, I'll talk.
Okay.
But Neil, no. If anybody knows my son, Neil, he's like, nah.
I want to know.
I want to fucking know.
I want to know.
So yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much all I remember.
I'm thinking there might be a podcast in the future of me opening up. I think I
think that would be amazing.
Right?
You don't know, and you just
I don't even know, and I'll just do the podcast myself, and I'll just open it up and be like, "Hey, let's read this together."
Oh man, man.
I'm kind of down with that.
I think that's amazing.
I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting. But Boris, Mike, do you have a favorite death metal band? Because Boris is a death metal motherfucker.
Actually, Boris, I got to be completely honest with you. I do not, because I don't know the genre that well. Mm-hmm. But I know that Death Angel is a lot of my friends' favorite bands, but I don't know much about it. So I would be remiss to even comment on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I love King Diamond though too. So yeah.
Well, I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I am, like I said, on this podcast. I didn't. Oh, we got a couple more people, but I didn't know a whole lot about, I don't know a lot about the 80s. And that's why I was so excited about this podcast. The fact that I can learn from some of your experiences, especially with like Lizzie Borden, because I don't know about that era that much. So
yeah. It was pretty crazy.
So the funny thing is that like today, when I was getting ready for the podcast, I was cleaning up the house a little bit because I want to make sure, my wife and I, we both like to have a clean house when guests come over. I don't have a studio just yet. If you're watching this or listening to this,
we're in the parking lot right now.
we're in my we're literally in my apartment in Huntington Beach right now, in the living room. And I moved everything out of the living room. And I put all of my stuff from the bedroom in the living room. So Tuesdays is a big day for me when I have to move everything and do all this stuff. But at the same time, when I do have a guest coming over, we like our house to look decent. So, I was cleaning the house today, and I said, maybe I should do some homework on this dude. And and I pulled up Lizzie Borden on YouTube, and I was looking at some of the newer stuff, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I want to go back.
Yeah, no, it's back. Yeah.
So I texted you, and what was the album? It was
Love You to Pieces.
Yes, Love Me to Pieces.
Yeah.
So I texted you, and I'm like, hey, dude, did you play on Love Me to Pieces?
Or Love You
to Pieces.
Yeah.
And he was like, yes. And I'm like, great. So I put that album on. And I listened to the album, and I felt there was definitely a lot of King Diamond in there. There was a lot of Queensryche in there. There was Maiden and
Priest. Yeah.
But for me, the best song that I gravitated to the most was Red Rum. Oh.
Yeah, I actually had a moment about that a few months ago, because you have time for another quick story?
Dude, we got time. Listen, if you all got time, we got time.
All right. I have my dad's acoustic guitar in my room. And remember, that's all I did was play. Okay. That's all I did was play. So before rehearsal, I had this like thing. I mean, man, that's pretty cool. It didn't start out as I knew the whole thing, obviously. I'm doing the edited version, the AM version.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, how would the bass go? And I was really big into inverted shit.
Yeah. Going when the guitar's going down, the bass goes up.
Yeah, everywhere you go, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm like, man, that's good. And I'm the buck. I'm the new guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm scared, because this is fucking good.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Not real good. Fucking good.
Oh, dude.
So Tony Matuzak, who was our point guy, guitar player, I said, Tony, I got something. Because he would have something every day.
Yeah.
We rehearsed 4 times a week. And I showed him, and he was, I have a verse.
Already? Like,
yeah.
I just told you 2 seconds ago,
yeah,
bro.
And this is E, C, D, basically. And he went B to the verse.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
And then our other guitar player, Gene, I have a bridge. Dude, we wrote Red Rum in like 20 minutes.
Dude.
And then Joey came up with
Yeah.
And it was like one of the most amazing moments of my life. Like, I actually wrote a song.
That's so cool, dude.
And reason I'm saying this is because Tony just recently died. Yeah, he had a kidney thing going on. So I wrote this story on Facebook, and I was like, man, to have this guy say like,
and be in your face like that. Like,
I have a verse, not like work on it.
No, let's do this.
I have a verse.
It's a togetherness.
Yeah. And then Lizzie just said, roll the tape because we rehearsed in the studio that we had an actual.
Oh my god,
studio.
you guys had tape,
cassette. So I'm trying to make it sound cool. It's like we had a cassette player, but there were microphones.
Roll the tape,
motherfucker. But yeah, and so that song. It's funny you picked that out because that means that's my favorite Lucy Borden song. And it means the most to me,
dude. That's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah,
no bullshit. I was literally, I think I was cleaning the counter in the kitchen. And I had it playing on my phone, but I had my earbuds in. I'm listening to it, and I think I stopped cleaning because I'm like, that bass line.
It's a good song, right?
Oh my god, yeah, that bass line was just. That's what caught me the most. Obviously, as a bass player,
right.
I'm like, oh no shit, and I sat and I just like listened to the whole thing, and then I was like, okay, all right, like I already know what my favorite song is, like, and then I listened to the rest of the album as I clean the house, and yeah,
wow, it's still my favorite song. I mean, we did a record with Max Norman as well, you know, produced Ozzy and a million other bands, and it's great, it's fucking fantastic. But Red Rum is still, you know, because it was the first. Well,
like you said, that story right there is that's the importance of it.
Yeah,
it's that solidifying camaraderie that you have between everybody. Of that's, you
know, and the thing with too, it's about the thing of different people. It's about like making money versus making art.
Yeah,
like, you know, a lot of, you know, and no offense, it's like, you know, people are driven by money, and it's like, oh man, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. For me, if somebody gave me a fucking $500 that day, I say, take it back. I just wrote a song.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what meant more to me. And it still does. Like money, like I sure as fuck wouldn't be working in the food business if money meant a lot to me. You know?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm with you on that. I love what you said about how much it means to you.
Yeah.
And because there's, you know, yes, money.
You have to have
we
it.
always have to have it, right? But there are moments when you are creating music.
Yeah.
And the
money,
you
know this.
The money doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's times I remember I mean, I wrote a few tunes in my day, you know, nothing that's out there. I have a few, and to me, the best song that I ever wrote was a song that I had with a local band called Dealin's Alley, and it was just me and a couple dudes. It was me and George and Ramon, and I wrote a song called What I Feel, and it was a song that basically the lyrics ask Marlene to marry me.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And I wrote that whole song, and it took me like 2 months to write this thing and make it as the best that I could. And, you know, I look back on it now, you know, I wrote it 12 years ago or so, and I recorded it, and I love it. I think it sounds amazing. I think it sounds great. I love this song, and I recorded it professionally, and, you know, it didn't go nowhere, but that creative process was just so rewarding.
It's something you have to do.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it. And no other, well, maybe they will and other things, but like musicians get it. Like just the drive, dude. I'm 50 fucking. Well,
no, I think I just had 21, bro. We're drinking, birthday, and when you're drinking,
50
you're
something, and I wouldn't change a fucking thing, man. Hey, I'm a millionaire in here.
Absolutely. I fucking love you, bro.
You know.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Widiots.
Yes.
Can I be one of the Widiots?
Please.
Okay.
All right. Before we bounce, I want to acknowledge some of the people that have been commenting in here. I gotta go up a little bit. He says, Boris says, Johanna broke the code for the red sauce. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because so everybody's trying to make that red sauce.
Everybody's trying to make your red sauce?
Well, no, the King Taco red sauce. That's why I said that. and I got it.
Okay. And Brett says, Marlene is the best part of Wit. And I would have to agree on that. My wife is definitely the best part of the Wit Patrol experience. Jerry Springer, You are not the father. I know we're backing up because we have some of the comments from
please,
some of our other stuff. Death Angel rules. Yeah, I think so too.
There you go.
Dad says your mom has her degree in genealogy research. Yeah, I think that's why she knows everywhere that we're from. Marlene says King Diamond rules. And
Abigail's my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. That's awesome. Brett. Yes, we always have time. Okay.
No, thank you for listening to my stories, Brett.
Yeah, no, on the real. I appreciate you guys. We got a few. Oh, Frankie. I'm locked in as long as you guys are live. My man.
Frank,
you know
I know.
That's a bad
He used to come to Shikeli and really try to help me, with that place. And he's just awesome. A good mug. That's a good guy.
He's just a good dude.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Like he's one of those dudes that
he just
he's
cares.
Like us.
He cares.
Just wants to do good. Yeah. And he just wants to, he's a great guy. Boris, how was the experience to work with the man, Rob Halford? Well, I'm sure it was amazing.
I'll tell you just another, again, stories, dude. Like, when I'm playing with, I got the gig with the Halford band, right? Okay, you're in, okay. And Rob wasn't there. I played with him a couple of times, and they said, "Oh, hey, Mike, Rob's coming on Sunday."
Oh, time to bring your A game, right?
Like, what the?
Put on a collared shirt.
I know. So I'm driving there, and I'm having a conversation with myself, saying, "Oh God, dude, Halford's going to be there," and it's like, "Fuck." So I played a song called Golgotha. Actually, I think it was Resurrection or something. And then the second time I played Golgotha. And he stopped in the middle and he was like, no, stop. And I was like, holy shit, Rob. Like, I just was like, what? Everything okay? Mike D. That's what he's calling me. Mike D, you're fucking violent, man. Welcome to the fucking band. That's the best combo I ever had. Like, see, and I told you that's how I play. I'm fucking violent.
I need to go change my shorts now.
Yeah, exactly. Mike D, you're fucking violent.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, anyway.
Well, I mean, right on top of that, we do have to put, Marlene says, Dylan's Alley also rules.
Okay. Yeah,
I would have to appreciate that as well. And Boris says, Whip Patrol, I really appreciate this show. Mike Davis fucking rules.
Oh, yes. Boris, thank you, man.
Yes, You're does.
You're a good mug, dude.
Thank you. Neff, such a great show. Proud of you both, and so happy you are back in business. Yes, indeed.
That's right.
Mark Leverton in Colorado. Great show. Thanks for staying up late with us, bro. I appreciate you, man. Angie, love your mom. Yes, indeed. My mom is pretty incredible, and she knows all about that genealogy and
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's weird that I can.
You're gonna find the Viking, bro.
I'm gonna find it. We'll see what happens. And check this out, Lisa Camacho.
Oh, my Lisa! God, I love Lisa.
You. So good to see you on here. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. One of the educators of the youth of America.
Yeah. Lisa's
she's amazing,
earth, man. She's a beautiful human being.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I think it's about that time that we turn in. So I just want to say to everybody out there that's watching, I want to say thank you guys so much. And for everybody who's listening on Spotify and Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and everywhere that you can listen to it, I've been seeing afterwards, like we do this live. And we do this live on YouTube and Facebook, and we've got a lot of people that are interacting with us. I appreciate you guys. But what's weird is a week later, I go online and I can look at my back office and see people that are listening to it after the fact. And people are listening to it in Canada and Spain and Japan and Mexico.
Whoa.
I'm not kidding. This is the weirdest shit. So it might be like 6 people, but
that's 6 that we're listening.
Hey, the fact that I've got some people out there listening in some different countries and all across the United States, it's mind blowing that I have a platform that I can create content and people are enjoying this. And I appreciate you guys interacting with this because we wouldn't have this if there was no interaction.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And again, Whit, you're doing an amazing work here, man. Please keep it up.
Thank you, brother.
Please.
All right, we got a couple last minute. Lizzie Borden Brox. Love you both.
Hell yeah, they do.
Yes. Sweet show. Oh, we got Michigan.
Yeah, see, that's Mark.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Mark Leverton, Colorado. What up, Mike D? Yes, I'm in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with the 5 Foot Viking podcast. You can check me out at the5footviking.com. And we also have Boris in East Los. So I just want to say thank you guys. And I want to send a big thank you to Mr. Mike Davis for spending your evening with me. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing all that you do in the future.
Thank you, Whit. Man, I'm just looking forward to playing a show on Saturday night, baby.
Yes, indeed. All right, you guys. Appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I think this is how you end it.